I don't have any mirror. Oh look, my headband matches my. I thought didn't even do that on purpose. That's pretty cool. You hold on to that, okay? I need to brush my hair. Brush my hair. I should have taken a shower today. I had a very, very bad day today. I had a terrible day. I had a terrible, very bad, awful day. And it wasn't for any particular reason. Nothing bad happened. I just didn't feel good, and it made my whole day awful. And I just didn't want to do anything. I do this every now and again. I just want to go off and be by myself. I don't want to be around anybody, but no one will take care of Mom, so I just persevere. I go outside a lot. A little while ago I went outside and noticed the swamp cooler was leaking again. So I fixed it, don't worry. I'm so over incompetent people. I'm looking for competence. I think that's where I called today's talk the humanity of it all, because I feel like that's what's happening in the world, is that people are losing their humanity. I was losing, mine was slipping a little bit today. When I get into ego and I want to go play and just do what I want to do, and that tells me that I need to redirect, calibrate, and get back on course, hurry up about it. And I did. I did. I will never believe there's 7-8 billion people on this planet. I will never believe that the numbers of the population that they impose upon me are anything true and accurate. So we're seeing falls of classes and societies because people have lost their humanity. They care more about money, property, and prestige and things, and they just don't care about their fellow man. And I myself am struggling with caring about things outside of this room. Although I got my refrigerator today and my little jackery, and I'm gonna put food in the refrigerator, the car refrigerator, and keep it stocked. And then I'll keep it cold with the jackery, and then when I see people, and Mom and I are driving around giving people water, then we'll have food to give to them too. Because I think sometimes I see the same people over and over. Sometimes I give the same people water over and over, and I wonder like where they get it if Mom and I aren't going out and giving it to them. You know what I mean? Because all the non-profit, they're all frauds. They're like, come here to our place, and then we're going to give you a laundry list of rules to give you, because we feel powerless in our own lives, so we have to control you. Hey, what's up? Welcome to my tiny tube. I'm Marge. I'm a Heyoka. I'm an energetic, I almost said it, sensitive, and here I talk about how I had a bad day. I had a terrible day. I didn't feel good all day. And I didn't have any reason to have a bad day. It's just my own attitude, you know? It happens sometimes. I get a bad attitude. I tried to start it over, you know, but it's better now. It's 7 o'clock at night, but like you could start your day over 8, 9, 10 times. It doesn't have to end up a bad day just because it starts a bad day. I learned that a long time ago. I feel the collective discomfort largely because if you look at like where was the earthquake, this is how I navigate through life when I'm uncomfortable. I think about what's going on in cities and states and their latitude and longitude and how they line up with me. So I am at the, let's see, let me just go over here and start a new conversation. What's the latitude and longitude of where the earthquake's epicenter hit in Venezuela? And it's just there's just unrest on the whole planet, and I don't care if people are not, if people are totally comfortable and everything's okay in their world right now. They need to do things, more things for other people that are uncomfortable. So latitude 102606, longitude 682819, 10 north, 68 west. Where is it? Okay. Egypt. Thank you, that's nice of you to say. Egypt? What time is it in Egypt? I've never been to Egypt. I've been to Crete. I walked with the gods when we bombed Iraq in '03. That's why ever since I've been saying America's a liar. It's central casting, just like Biff talks about. Yeah, that's it. Only for guys. It's right next to your G spot. Only for guys. And you know what's so sad? You know what? It's like I don't emasculate men here. They emasculate themselves because they need these little blue pills to be men these days. Do you know that? Have you ever heard that? Like they can't be a man unless they take this little blue pill, or they have to think of weird, gross, violent things to stimulate them. How inhumane is that? Like I can't be the gender that I am unless I take a pill. Really? They still talk about women are the lesser race? Huh? I never need a pill to be me. Never, never, never. The storms outside are pretty nice though. There's storms traveling across the mesa in northern New Mexico. Hopefully it'll dump a bunch of rain on that fire out there. I don't know how, it's like 1,200, I don't know, I can't remember. There's always new reports. It's out by Trace Pedres. It's not the same as Three Peaks. Pedres. I don't do Espanol very good. Maybe if I was born and raised here, I'd be real good at it. But I wasn't. So I'm not. I tried to take Spanish before. I failed. I blame Sra Fra. Senora Franklin. She was my teacher. She wasn't a very good teacher. It just occurred to me that my neighbor lady, I'm friendly to authentic people. But when people have been fake to me, I have no reason to be friendly anymore. Because you're not an authentic person. You're just playing a role. And I don't like fake. So, what I do, I was outside, minding my own business, had my headphones on, I was cutting down cardboard, putting it in the trash. And my back was turned to the gate behind me, and my neighbor lady said something, and it scared the dickens out of me. And I was like, what? Like what? Like you scared it? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Scaring people is never funny. I never thought it was funny when people get scared. My brother's the guy that liked to scare people. I sleep real sound in a window in the morning, and his favorite thing to do was busting in just to see how high he can make me jump, because that's what the inhumane do. Because scaring people isn't funny. It's never funny. I've had police put 45 Magnum guns and pointed at me when I was a 15-year-old girl. That was incidentally the same day that Mom's boyfriend tried to kill me with her cane. He broke it over his knee, and was chasing me around the car with it. So I never know who the good guys and the bad guys are, because as far as I'm concerned, if they, on both sides of the badges, they don't know how to handle their emotions, and you give people that don't know how to handle their emotions guns, well, look what they do. Look at what the machismo is doing all over America. And it's not just the men, it's the women that are allowing it. Like, what is wrong with you women for, like, being part of the cast to be married? I believe in like, my character is largely, no, not largely, that's the wrong word. My character and my reputation is impacted by who I spend my time with and how they spend their time. That's why I spend so much time all by myself and with Mom, because Mom likes to go out with me and go for rides. So we like to go out and give people water and things like that, because there's not agencies that do that in Taos County. There's not, you know, unless you go to, like, what, the Giving Tree or whatever. It's like people live on the street, man. Give them a place where they can kick back and relax for the night and get a good meal. Like, why can't we treat people decent? Why do we have to treat people so inhumanely? Like agency thinks it's gonna take away sleep from them at night if they're good to people that they don't like, or if they don't agree with their lifestyle. See, I go out in the world, I'll treat anybody with the respect that they deserve. I will. Until they do some shady shit, and then they don't deserve it no more. I will renege on that stuff in an instant. As soon as I see people that are fake, nope, checking out. And I'm surrounded by fakes. Healers all over Taos. Really? How come there's more sick people? Because the healers set their prices too high? I will never monetize any of my channels. I don't ask for money on my tiny tube. I don't have to do and be somebody that the public wants me to be, because I get direct deposit. See, that's all you got to do is set up a world where you get direct deposit, or every time you swipe that card, you don't got to worry about anything. And if your bills are paid, you should be using your extra to help other people in your community. I'm just like, hey, who needs water, man? Water. I'm here to give you water. If you need water, here's some water. Nobody should be locked out of water ever. You notice how scarce it's getting? Maybe they shouldn't have used so much of it to make fake snow so people can live in their cabins and their hills in the mountains and go wee down a hill. How many of these people have helped other people in their community and they're losing everything? Life is an experiential planet. All we are to do is having experiences. I was just in there before I started this live, plunging the toilet again, because that's just how things are. It's just how things are. Nothing works smoothly all the time. You know, I would like to set myself up so maybe I could hire some employees to just do all the little mundane tasks that I don't want to do in life, like the dishes. I don't need to make friends anymore. I can just pay people to do stuff that friends used to do. I'll just have a bunch of assistants all over the place, because, like, notice how many moving companies exist now, and they can charge thousands of dollars to move your house. When I was growing up, people would just help their friends move. You just kind of all gathered together and you help your friends move. How come that's not a thing anymore? I watched a dad melt down on TikTok because he's like, where's all your friends now? Where's all your friends at? How come all your friends aren't here? You know, all your friends, where are they at now? Mom used to say that when I was growing up. She'd be like, "Where are their feet, Marge? They're your friends. Where are they at? If they're your family, where are they at?" That's a good question. Okay, so 36. I need to see it on a map. 105. See, when things happen like that in the earthquake in Venezuela, we will never ever, they never tell us the true stories of what's going on. Hey, what's up? We never know. Just like when I looked up when like Operation Iraqi bullshit, when that kicked off, so many people have died because America has to make bombs. And now America's getting its karma back because so many people died because America had to make bombs. And they're all the same people. They all do the same thing. They make so much at the bomb factory that they can buy donut factory, they can buy like small businesses, and then let their family work there. I don't vote. I don't believe in elections. You're an idiot. Elections are made up reindeer games by stupid people without practical skills. Yeah. So you got the wrong one. All DC and Hollywood, they're extensions of each other. They both exist to make you believe in things like the 4th of July, be prideful. Pride is a fool's emotion, and it'll get you, it's that quick route to the blue pill for you, the prideful. Keep being prideful. You know what's going to get you? That little blue pill. Yep. So, yeah, politicians, poli-sci is acting class, and these are things that I've known for a long time, because I was in Central Casting. I won awards. It wasn't like a Academy Award or anything, but in the military, if you're in maintenance and you make your boots extra shiny, because that's what my AFSC was. 2A652. 2A8. I was an age ranger, I was a mechanic, I was flight line support, I was on the Looking Glass plane, I've been on the Doomsday plane, where you were freaking sitting on your couch with your joystick in your hand. I love when people that have done insignificant things step right up, and say some stupid bullshit. Hey, okay, hey, have a rad day, peace. Posers. No wonder population numbers are going down, dude. I go out in the world, I'm like, ladies, I am so sorry for you. This is what you get. This is what you get. Because it's my channel, and when I get excited, I fucking cuss, that's why. Because it's my channel, and I can do what I want here. That's why. I've done it over 3,000 times. I've been doing it 10 years. I've been talking about all of the stuff that's happening for 10 years. Why is it happening? Because people have free will. And what do they do with their free will? What do they, I don't do what I'm supposed to do. The only thing I'm supposed to do that I do is take care of my mom. Anything outside that, society could suck my ass, just like I told my neighbor to. I didn't mean for us to be anti. What do you want? Why are you talking to me? We're not friends. We're not buddies. We're not pals. As a matter of fact, I was going through a really hard time, and my 3rd dog just died. And is my mom dead? Is your mom dead? Why are people so stupid? She dies all the time. She died back in 1989 when a dumbass man that she was dating slammed her head in the car door because she didn't want to be with him anymore. And when men get turned down, they get so mad. How could you? My mommy said I had the golden penis and you don't want it. How dare you? That girl just got found in a suitcase again. Two brothers just did gross shit to a 13-year-old again. It's like, get your fucking people, dude. Why can't your uncles and your fathers and your brothers keep it in their pants, man? Why they gotta be so violent? See, I'm a prude. I've been celibate 10 years. I don't go on dates. I don't care about all the other worldly stuff people care about, chasing sensations. Like, I never fit on this planet. Back in when the movies like Apple Pie came out, what is America? Look at all the people watching people screw an apple pie. How funny is that? I knew this nation was screwed when they made Jackass 2 the #1 movie in the nation. This is what America aspires to. Nonsense. I prefer the days when, like, the youth aspired to play, but then know how to do something too. I have no problem with playing, but when people just play and play and play and play and they're vacationing here and they go there and they do this, and look at all the people that are falling through the cracks along the way. I saw Jody Patry walk down a stone. What country are you in, Jody Patry? While you're all face made up, your big old bouffant lion hair, Leo hair, walk down a stone staircase and make a wish, just like all your friends did. How much did you spend on plane tickets to get there? People don't have water to drink, but as long as you frickin' fake floosters are having a good time, you know. But less and less people know how to do practical things, man. And the uncles are aging out. Like, the people that work on, either they're aging out or they only hire their kind, and then, like, there's so many people that aren't their kind, their crews are small. I was walking around looking at road construction today. There was legit 17 dudes on that work site, and 5 out of 17 were doing something while everyone else was standing around. And I bet you they're all making like $30 an hour. Yeah. Yep. It's called misappropriation of funds. Yep. It's what governments do. Agency are the gatekeepers. See, we could have heaven on earth, but we got to get the stupid cousins out of the important seats. And they're just, you know what they do? They hire their other stupid cousins and they get them on at the police and all of those agencies. And so, like, that's why all these people are getting arrested at these city hall meetings and stuff like that, because hey man, come down and handle this. They're not breaking the law, but let's just flex our authority, because, you know, we got the guns. That's what we do. That's what we do. If we don't like how people act, we bring down the, you know, all holy hell and all that stupid shit. It's stupid. Dude, thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. It's as easy as that. Thou shalt not kill. And they fucking do. Why? Because they are not human. They're not human. Humans don't want to kill other humans. These people are riddled with demons. They're riddled with they're haunted by spirits and actions and bad behaviors in their bloodline for years. That is why I live my life so I don't do like my sucky Freemason father's side has always done. Take the shortcut, never take accountability for your actions. My dad should have probably been in prison several times, but because his mommy kept him out, he just learned to dodge accountability more. And then that trickled down to my brother. Same thing. See, they're my brother's continuing the bloodline. It stops with me. It stops with me. All of the generations of nepotism, it stops with me. I only want a position that I'm qualified for. Thank goodness my record is clear, because I didn't have any friends in AA and Bell. Like, I watched for 14 years, I watched people sit back and hire their other friends and help out selected people while a lot of people got odd man out, and I was one of the odd man out. And I was just like, dude, AA is a club like anything else. Businesses, it's a club. Everything's a club. The place you take your car, it's a club. If they don't like you, you're not going to be a part of the club. You aren't going to get maintenance done on your car. Like, it doesn't take much for people to not be helpful. And then there's a lot of people, there's so many single people on the street right now, like, they got nobody. Nobody. I hear their prayers all the time. And I'm just like, well, hey, there's millionaires. So maybe they can hear the prayers too. There's billionaires and millionaires. There was a trillionaire for a second. There's all these people that just have more than they could ever need because they sell it all the time. Now we're in yard sale season. Only in America do people freaking spend so much money on bullshit that they want to reap the return on the bullshit that they spend their money on by reselling it. Just give that shit away. Just give stuff. I give stuff away all the time. I buy stuff. Oh, I don't like it. It doesn't fit good. Oh, I don't like it for this reason or that reason. Give it to somebody that could use it. Money's not even real. It's not even a real thing. I'm coming, girl. Where you at? Yet people put so much precedence on collecting or racking up a number that doesn't even exist. What matters is how many people did you offer security to when they really could have used it? Or did you scare them instead? You know, that's what agency does. It stills fear. Got the biggest dick I've had in years. That's gnarly. My dog wanted out. That's why I'm out here right now. So she's gonna walk around. I smell petrichor. I smell rain. Hopefully it's hitting the fire and trace P-Drace. I wonder if I could show the sunset. Boop. Do you see it? You see the sunset? Could you see it? Is anybody there? Could you see it? Hi, welcome to my tiny tube. My name is Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath, and I just like having these little talks on how I feel about things. I'm waiting for my dog to go to the restroom. Did you see the sunset? My ladder. Do you see the sunset? Can you see it? Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm glad Luna's going to the restroom right now, though. Maybe I'll get to sleep until 6. Is X out of commission? That's weird. Taos, or New Mexico, actually. The whole world cracks me up. It just cracks me up. Oh, I'm way past decorum. Yeah. We're way past niceties. You should have caught me the first 50 years of my life when I was nice and I just went along to go along to get along, and I don't do that shit no more. I took the mask off. I had to live. I didn't even know what all that was. They did tell me I was autistic in 1987. I was 12 years old. They said I was retarded autistic. I thought they said meant artistic. So I just started painting and drawing and stuff a lot, and that's how I escaped into music. I had my first headband and my first Walkman around the same time, and people don't like me, so I just got to entertain myself so I could stay away from the world, because the world don't like me. The world don't like Chiron and Aries people. Not me. No, they got free will, but they use it. They don't like me much, and that's alright, because this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Where's my dog? You come in, pretty bits? Pretty girl? You bossing? Good girl. We got the new kitchen set up today. Me and Mom, I got a car refrigerator, not kitchen set up. I got the car refrigerator, and I got the little jackery, so I'm gonna fill it up tomorrow. I'm gonna go out to the store early in the morning, get some food, some snacks, and stuff like that. So when I give people water out in the morning, I'll keep an ice chest just for water and ice, and then the other one I'll keep like snacks and food in, because it's getting bad out here for a lot of people. And usually Mom and I don't know, some days we'll give like 6 waters away, 8 waters away, and some days we give 2 away, but every time we go out, we're giving people water. And we gotta start taking care of like humanity. Like we can't, it messes with my brain when like we go to Venezuela and help aid there, but we're killing people in Iraq. You can't have reverence for life here and not have it here. So the lizards' brains, they live, the inhumane, the people without souls. Like the planet is taken over by narcissistic, egomaniacal dudes that need a blue pill to be a man. They do. It's all of them. Of course, there's those guys that are like, oh, I don't have a problem with it. But I'm like, what pictures are you picturing in your head? Weird, violent stuff? Yeah. I worked in a lot of male-dominated careers, and these guys didn't, they thought just because, they didn't think of me as a woman. And so, hi Stanley, so they would talk openly about women and berate them and belittle them, their own wives included. And would talk so much shit, and then I would like talk shit to them. I like it. But I'm a peaceful being. People look at me, they think I'm scary. I'm not scary. I'm not scary at all. Look at it. I'm trying to see. I'm putting on weight. I am. I'm menopausal, so I'm trying to get rid of this all. But it's just how it is. Is when you're a woman, it's just what happens. You get fat. You get like. I mean, it happens. If you're a natural woman, it doesn't happen to those fake ones. Those invert ones that get too late, like Jamie Lee Curtis. We are a thing. We exist. She was on. I just watched all the what is it called? The Bear. Mom and I were pretty invested. I liked it. Like, and then a dude I used to know in Omaha. Like, he was a chef that taught Jeremy Allen White how to be a chef, kind of thing. And I don't know. I lost my gumption for the show after the actor cheated on his wife, and I was like, I can't separate the character from the actor. It's the same person in my brain. So, did I watch the rest of the show? Yeah, I already said I did. Was it hard? Yeah. But sometimes I have to follow through. There's plenty of shows that I haven't seen the end of. Like, I've started to watch it and I don't care. Like SUV lost me in the 90s. Like, that shit's still on. Was that Law and Order? That stuff is still on. Like, people have had good lives from pretending to be people when us that are just being ourselves are out here trying to freaking survive. It's so crazy, this planet Earth. Like, who gets the rewards? Look at the boys in their tight little baseball and football pants that make millions and millions and millions of dollars every year. Because that's healthy to feed the ego. But I guess if people are living from ego, they're not living from spirit. And you got all these spirits flying around. Think about all the pissed off spirits that died the last 5 years since COVID and all the vaccines and stuff, I was always understood that when we take our last breath, any question that we have here on planet Earth is answered. We go right into the truth realm. And so, like, people instantly figured out that life is but a dream. So, why, with the wars, fake wars, no more fake wars ever, why, like, military to be should be all of those things, but like supporting airports in America. It should be more like a civil service to your own community and less of a kill for a thrill until you need that little blue pill. The idea that there's people that run this country that get off on causing harm makes me a little ill. And then what? In a few days, it's what, the 4th of July? Ooh, fireworks. Like, militaries exist because little boys popped off fireworks and somebody stuck a little flag in their hand and said, "Look, America. America can't do no wrong. We're free. Hey, America." Boom, 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 boom over there. We've been boom, booming over there for all time. Ever since they made up the whole military to begin with. You ever look in the history of the military? I mean, it's kind of weird that they get people to, like, to recruitment is, hey, come in and go to infantry, because then maybe you could kill some people if you want to do that. Oh, well, that seems like it's kind of a neat thing to do. I guess if I'm going to join the military, I'm going to do it for those reasons. That is sick. It's sick. It's not well in the head. And I think about the generation. My brother's been in the Army Guard since 1989. So that's the 80s, the 90s, 2000, 2010, and he's going. The guy's a lieutenant colonel. He's an Army JAG. Okay. He went to Iraq for a year at like 7 years in so he could make rank, because that is what the military does. If you are willing to go along with their bullshit and you're a good old boy, we'll and there's promotions coming up, we'll send you to a place and you will get tax-free for that whole year. You'll get hazardous duty pay, and you'll get the notoriety from defending your country. So my brother was in Baghdad 7 years after we bombed Baghdad on my birthday. See, he's always been a number 2. And he don't like that he has presented himself to be lacking in character since he was a young boy, and he don't want his war buddies and his Office of Parole, California Executive Chair. He doesn't want his power to be reduced to rubble if his little sister comes in and says, "Why would you believe anything this man says? He threw his own fucking mom away and his own autistic sister. Let me take care of mom back in his answer is put her in a home. She don't want to live in a home. Nobody wants to live in a home. But homes are created because little shit-stained asshole brats don't want to take care of their parents because they don't really love their life as much as they say that they do. It's just a show. It's just it's just a show. Just things that people say when they want the world to believe that they care. I'm not a fan of agency because they don't exist to help any constituents. They're welfare for the employees that work in that agency. You understand? And that's just not fair. That's just not very fair at all. Every time I can hear this orchestra of all the times people have said, life's not fair. And I'm like, well, it could be if you weren't such a freaking relentless, maniacal, withholding asshole. But people have free will, and that's what they choose to do with it. Nothing useful. They talk about how people are NPCs, like you have the NPCs. They're not the same to me as they are to other people. To me, it's like whenever you watch sports or a concert, or you have all those no faces in the background at the concert, those are the NPCs. Think about how many useful things could be done, but you can't get people to gather to do useful things. You can only get them to play nowadays, because that's what the program is. The program is to play, and to work as little as you possibly can. I know that because Dolly just said it in my ear. You can. Right when I said you can, she said it at the same time. I'm listening to Jolene. Back when I was on 3D Earth, I saw her in concert. And I spent $60 for nosebleed seats. And then an usher came up and went and got me and the lady, and I ended up third row center. And I got one of these. I got one of those from old Dolly Parton. You know what's interesting? You know how supposedly her book thing, where every kid gets a book, right? You know that? You ever met a kid that got one of her books? I've been around people that have had kids so much, and I've never, ever, ever once heard, hey, my kid got a book from Dolly Parton. Yet everything is racketeering. It's whatever they can get people to believe in. Because people want to believe in the best, so they put on a show and show people how much they really care. Oh my gosh. So Sedona's on fire. Sedona's, there's fire around Sedona's. It might be out by now. It was like edging toward a cliff last I saw. Sedona's not a place I ever care to go. I grew up in Redding, California. I spent time in Mount Shasta. I know what energetic portals are. I'm trying to avoid all this stuff. You know what? I'm not trying to be a part of the woo-whelms. I'm just trying to keep my sunny little disposition and mom's ass clean, really. And make sure she's happy and content when she wants to go for rides. Let's go for a little ride, little lady. Huh, Mom? Oh, she's already knocked out. She's already asleep. She's been asleep for flight. These are her bedtime stories. I'll get on here. I'll start talking to help her fall asleep. She's been falling asleep to me doing these YouTube videos for years. Yep. So hopefully there's not a whole lot of inclement weather tonight. I always like to say prayers for so that people go to sleep and get a good night's sleep. I think that's important. I wish good night's sleep for people. I give them candy and that gives them good night's sleep. I'll look at Wendy before I go to bed. The app. See, their storks already growing. These weren't here a couple hours ago. So, yeah. Looks like Omaha's gonna have fun tonight. Texas, it's just like goes across. See, all that electricity goes into the ground. And then the utility men, they take it and then they sell it to us. It's these people, like, okay, things I learned in maintenance that people don't understand is that I don't know what it's called, but there's a point that if you're using electronic things to keep you cool, at some point those things are going to start making things hotter. Because motors get hot when they run. And they malfunction. And people don't perform maintenance. They don't keep things clean. They just hit buttons and expect them to work how they think they should. So that's why there's like all this, oh God, there's so much combustion because we are living alchemy. And there's so much fire and air in the astrology and no earth that people don't even know like how to ground themselves. And to them I say, get some little dumbbells. Because people don't act right when they're in fear. When they're fearful, they don't act right. So I recommend you get some dumbbells. Here's mine. Here's my little dumbbells. And then when I feel powerless, I do sets of 333. Because my sets are 111. I do sets of 111. Because that's the time I was born. And then, by the time you're done with your sets, you don't remember what you're afraid about. And you can go on your merry way. See? A lot of stuff is crumbling because people are fearful. When people are fearful, they draw near the thing that they're fearful of. It's magnetics, so to speak. It's emotional magnetics. We draw near what we fear. That's why meditation is important. Because then you train yourself to not think. The mind will travel instead of several. I don't have earth in my chart. My mind always travels. I'm all air, fire, and water. I have no earth. So I have to do things like that to keep me grounded, because people that have earth in their chart, they just do it of and by themselves. Like it's, oh, I'm just gonna just. And that ain't me. I can't. That ain't me. I can't. You know, and my control and my discipline shows up when I go out in the world and I meet other people that are hot-headed. I found that out the other day, is that I didn't lose my shit and that fucking fool did. And then he got, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, me being disciplined and doing things I don't want to do helps me when I'm faced to somebody and my first thought says, just run up his face and freaking tear off his nose, bite his nose off. Like, you know, like, no, because I'm trained like that. You know? Like, I am conditioned from a young child that if somebody makes you uncomfortable, fucking hurt them until they stop. And I don't want to be like that Freemason bloodline like I was talking about earlier, because that's what they do. So I have to relent. All I can do is speak facts. I can't say things that aren't true. I can't attack people's character based on things that they can't, like, fix about themselves. Right? Like, it's not like, these are rules that I give myself, so when I go into the world and I'm going to play the game, that these are things that I'm not willing to go against me to do. And as soon as I meet somebody and they don't have the same rules, we ain't playing. I ain't playing. Because I don't want to go down again to where I came from being angry. When my 3 dogs died in less than a year, 11 months, we're coming up on Benny's anniversary, it changed me. All of the things that I used to be mad about because I was powerless. I knew when I got my dogs, like, they're all the same age, they're Beagle, they're Basset, like, I knew that they were likely going to do that. And then they did it. And then years I tried to stay out of anticipatory grief, anticipating things that haven't happened yet, but you know that they're gonna happen. If you go back in my videos, like, you can see, like, because when Artie was going, I was doing 9, 10, 11, 12 sets a day. Yeah, I know. I remember you. Yeah, I have Luna left. I have 1 left. I did what I said I was going to do. My brother told me to put them in a home, or get rid of 2 of them and put Mom in a home. I doubled down and I said, I'm gonna take care of them until their last breath. All of them. And Mom had Sassy too. Sassy left a year after we got to Taos. We've been in Taos since 2020. December 2020. And we've lived 3 places since we've lived here. And it's been a nightmare. But hopefully I'll get to buy a house soon, because I'm losing my hearing. And that's the last thing that the VA, that'll bump me up to being all the way. Thank you for saying that. I remember you as soon as I saw Spirit Tree Revival 9090. Because I know some people change their names and stuff like that. And people just drop out of my orbit. I'm not in a whole lot of people's orbits. Because I'm not really of this planet. You know how there's talking about all the hybrid stuff, you know? Like, I mean, I have the ability to telekinesis, doesn't everybody? I'm clairaudient, I'm clairvoyant, I'm all the clear, like, smells, I'm all the clairs, I'm a clairinaire. Doesn't everybody have these abilities? Telepathy, telekinesis, like doesn't everybody do these things? I don't think they do. They had, my goal was, is see, because I have my own demons that I battle in my head. But I never, my dogs all died old. They didn't die because they got out and got hit by cars. They didn't die because, you know, they got poisoned. You know, they lived a nice long old life, and they weren't afraid of me. So I was able to keep my demons in check because animals are so good at picking up on that. And like, I mean, I've seen animals turn on their people, and I'm like, I think the people turned on the animal, and then the animal lost trust, honestly. So, yeah, it's getting crazy out there. It's getting wild. Not so much for me, because if I think about it, like, the world has never really changed a whole lot for me. I've always been kind of the outside looking in. And so, you know, I haven't been on the side of the favored. So I haven't racked up all of this nasty karma because I wasn't chosen by the wicked. Thank goodness. Sometimes I wonder about that. Like, there's been places, like when we were in Flagstaff, and I was out in the field, and I was thinking to myself, like, God, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, we don't have any place to go. This lady wants us on the street. My truck died getting here. Like, this is going to be interesting how you get us out of this, Creator. I know you're going to do it. And then a lady that just lost her husband found my channel. And she said, I could see your light leaving. I could see like you're losing hope. The dogs aren't with you. They were outside. The lady made me, my little domesticated dogs always slept inside. She made them like stay outside for like from 10 in the morning until 6 o'clock at night when just because she was jealous because I was so good to my dogs. That lady was evil. One of her dogs mauled me in the leg. Like, I could have had her dog put down. I'm not malicious. I just, you know, but she still stole from me. Because people are freaking evil. I've never treated people as badly as they treated me. Ever. The woman said I was too autistic to live, is what she said. No, she said I had too much PTSD to live. That's what it was. And she's just bitter because she's ugly. She was, like, my age, didn't have her own teeth, already had false teeth, and frickin' was going through a divorce and knew that her glory days were over. And so she had to take it out on me. People always take stuff out on me. I guess I look like I deserve it, or like I can handle it or something, so they gotta take their shit out on me. Which ain't the case. I mean, you think, you ever watch those eagles? You ever watch animals? Like, I like Punch on TikTok, the little monkey in Japan. I like watching animals. The animal kingdom, I grew up with that. The animal kingdom is brutal. It's freaking brutal. If you are slow, you're dinner. Look at the guy that just got eaten by, like, why are all these people swimming and getting eaten by alligators? It's so weird what this world is it's evolved into. It's just bizarre. Like, people don't have situational awareness. They don't have no common sense. They just see things on TV that they want to do, and they go do that thing. It never made sense to me. So I forgot what I was talking about. My train of thought just derailed. I just never fit into this world. It never made sense to me. Yeah, because that's why I say, I swear I need to, maybe I'll use AI and try and make a video out of it. Try to articulate an AI and make a little video on how to put into pictures the words on how Washington, D.C. and Hollywood, they both exist to create the contrived reality. Both of them. That's like, they're paid actors. Do you know how much military officers make? I'm pretty sure it's major and above. I'm talking Air Force. I don't know the other rank structures. I don't care. But majors and above, they take home 15 grand a month. And if they do, you know, think about it. They go in as a lieutenant, you know, in their early 20s, do 20, 30 years. 120K. See, I think it maxes out at 15K. Wait, where's my calculator? I hired a math tutor so I can take. Shit. I hired a math tutor so I can get over my fear of math because they said I was stupid. But my math tutor, she's a nice lady. She works at a school, so I did do a conversation about that. I did it. Okay, chat. Where is it? Nope. Central Casting and Government. I did do one. I did. I wonder if I could share this link. I'm going to do an experiment. So share link, copy link. I'm going to try and go over to my YouTube and share this. Okay, are we getting CMEs right now? Is that what's happening? All right. Oh, that's not hardly a delay at all. There. Is it gonna? I wonder if I'm going to pin the message and see if people could see my AI chat. It would be really funny if the video said what I said before. Anyway, never mind. Okay, somebody try and click on that link and see if you can read. What do they mean when they say central cast members in government? Because I know that poli-sci is acting class, and they are just supporting, giving me evidence to support what? It doesn't. Okay, dictation ain't so rad. Support my knowing of that. When you hear central cast members in government in the same breath, it almost always it's not letting me. I didn't think it would. I just thought it would try. Did you? I got locked out of Meta for 24 hours because it said it didn't like the questions I was asking. Because I was giving it screenshots about the anthrax vaccines that I got and how I got to it once, and how I'm pretty sure that they were testing the COVID vaccine on us in basic training back in 2000, 2001, 2, 3. And then like in 03 when they gave me the 8 anthrax vaccines, they've been testing it on us for all this time, so that's why they had the really fast rollout. What they mean, events are staged, not spontaneous. That people you see on camera, witnesses, protesters. You know why I know this to be true? Because my brother, when we were like, he was 15, he was like 16, 17. I was 14, 15. Nanites. And he would go and do plays for DARE. The Just Say No, the drug awareness, all that. CIA shit. He was engaged. Okay? Um, we're different. I disassociate. He doesn't. He disassociates when he feels like he's lost control. But as long as he knows that he's like in a control of a situation, then he won't. I'll disassociate and I'll just react. So we're different like that. He's Virgo. I'm Aries, and so he did like it was like a back to school special PBS type movie about not doing drugs. They recorded it at Waterworks Park in Reading back in the 80s. And I never saw it. I was never allowed to go to his stuff, or like he would tell me where it was and then I couldn't find it. Like I was odd man out, but I always tried to show up and support him, but then he didn't want me around. But he could have gone the way of acting, but the guy's a Virgo. He's full of self-centered fear. He really, really, really cares about his persona and what people think about him. He's a performative person. Okay? I'm a performative person, but I'm animated, but I'm authentic. He's stoic because he's playing a role. There's differences. And so he has too much self-centered fear and is too worried about what people think about him to go the way of Hollywood. So he didn't, but he figured out, because he got in trouble when he was younger and did shit that he got his record expunged. And he's like, that never happened. And I'm like, dude, just because you got your record expunged doesn't mean you didn't do the fucking larceny that you did. You just became part of the system and were protected from a very young age because we come from Freemasons. And you were the golden boy and I am the scapegoat, so fuck you. So dude, yeah, he became a lawyer. But first he tried teaching. But then he was like, caught 10-year-olds passing notes about how they wanted to plan to meet to have sex, and it just broke his brain. Like, I can't handle that, the idea. And so he quit teaching, and then he became a computer programmer for the state. And then after he got his practice wife divorced from his first practice wife, after he got divorced from his practice wife, then he went to law school. And then has been moving up the ranks ever since. Guy makes $240,000 a year. That's just from his income. Because he bragged on me. He showed up at my door one time unannounced, and he would lose his shit if I ever did that to him. See, because they do whatever they feel like. That's what narcissists do, and my brother definitely qualifies. And so, and I'm like, why are you here? Oh, because Nora called me. I'm like, why is a girl that I was talking to calling my big brother? How did she get your number? Oh, well, anybody with a bar number, a California state bar number, you could look up anybody with and then find their number. Like, he gave me this big old bullshit. Because I asked the girl, I said, did you ever... No, I didn't. I don't believe her either. I don't care. Because you know what she did? She took a screenshot of the conversation where I asked her about it and sent it back to me. Because she meant to send it to somebody else, but she sent it to me. And so I'm like, you're not a trustworthy person, because that's not things that people do that I think is like, that's weird. That's weird. I did it one time, though. Yep. Accidents happen. You got to be able to look at things from all sides. I just don't agree with them from all sides. I do see them from all sides. It's hard being an empath. I'm so wishy-washy. Except when I'm adamant. Pelosi's acting class. There's no credible record of Nancy Pelosi running an acting school or a training program for government use. Searches for that phrase turn up nothing. The fact checkers have spent years debunking manipulated Pelosi videos rather than uncovering a training operation. Why the name keep popping up? Yeah, with her husband, it's just all silly nonsense. What did I say? It's paired with the government because the president... You got it to the chat? That's cool. It's paired with the government because you had to type it directly into URL. That's ambitious. I don't type. that is a trick, though. I mean, I've had to type. I'm one of these typers. My brother is like 107, like 98 words a minute. It's fucking. He's the guy that. That's why I know that he's like writes the script, because he's the guy that you could give him any date and he'll tell you what day it is on. That's him. He was in calculus like his freshman year in high school. What do you hear? Okay, what central casting really is. Central Casting is real. A 100-year-old Hollywood agency in Burbank. It supplies background actors, extras for movies and TVs, and the phrase right out of Central Casting just came to mean someone who looks perfect for the role. Isn't that what elections are? Don't they select people that look perfect for the role? Hey, SK Richards, what's up? Pelosi acting class. We're talking about how DC and Hollywood are the same contrived reality. Evidently, DT uses it for years. I remember first seeing that guy. He first came on my radar when Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. I was probably 9, 10 years old. And I just never understood, because there's oftentimes, plenty of times, we didn't have food to eat. But why do these people have all this, but we don't got food to eat? Yeah, I'm not big on pride. Straight people like rainbows too. Where's my cup? Where's my cup? I have this thing on everything. I have my stickers everywhere. Where is it? Where's my coffee cup? Ugh. Where the heck is my coffee cup? Yeah, I've never been a very prideful person. Straight people like rainbows too. And plus I'm autistic, so that's the color wheel. Because it doesn't matter what people are, it matters what they do with their frequency. I haven't been able to order. Order what? I don't know what that means. Ugh. No, I think pride makes people like think that the thing that they're prideful about like they can't do any wrong. Like, oh, that's my boy. You know, until your boy does that really nasty thing. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I like flowers too. There's this guy that works at the grocery store. Oh, you want one of my stickers? I don't really sell them. I mostly give them away. Email me at straightpeoplelikerainbows2@gmail.com, and then maybe I'll send you a sticker. I'm trying to get people to put them up where they live. You know, like on the back of signs. Are you into sticker culture at all? I guess only people that pay attention. But like, there's sticker hubs like on electric. Wherever other people are slapping their shit. You know? And then I want people to take pictures of this in their town and then do hashtag straight people like rainbows too, just so I could see how many places I could get my stickers at, because it's fun. People like stickers, so why wouldn't I? It's a little representation of me. Poles on sidewalks, yeah. Yeah. Everywhere, all over. Poles, yep. I got the, I only have a few of these. I got, most of them are 4 inches. So they're a little bit bigger. And I have magnets too. Oh, here they are. That's where they are. So I got stickers. What about the candy? I can't send that candy in the mail. I got stickers and I got magnets. And these actually, they're really super thin. Like, I can't pull them up with my nails. I have to use, I bite my nails. But I have to use, what do you call it? Like a little knife or something to put, yeah. But it won't, you put it on your card, it won't come off in the wash. Oh, that candy? Oh yeah, those are great. Those are great. It's taking me forever to eat those gummies. I didn't eat anything today. Oh, I didn't eat any today. I ate some tonight at like 5:30. I ate some. So I got magnets, I got stickers, I got t-shirts. I need a new embroiderer, and I would rather have like a person that like is like just a small operation than a big company. I'm not big into big business. But we're at the same time where I live, you can't go to small business because they'll gouge you too. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I would ultimately love to get my own embroidery machine, just have a one head, and then if people order stuff, I can do it myself. I can do make to order. That would be ideal. Then I could do sweatshirts, and I have a sweatshirt with that on it, but I wasn't gonna pay like, it cost me like $60-$70 to have it made. I'm like, I'm not making, like, that's like so much. People are just hoggy when it comes to money. I can't even stand money, man. I can't. Like, how much money do people need before they become generous? Like, what's the number? Really? Like, what do people need before they can give of themselves to other people without feeling like they're getting slighted? I guess it's different for everybody. I can't be around people that are uncomfortable if there's something that I can do to help make them, put them at ease. I can't. So I think that's the humanity that I was talking about earlier, about being humane. Like, seeing people suffer and be like, dude, what do you need? What can I help you with? You know? I mean, throughout the years, I've done all kinds, like, I've sat there, I called AAA and sat there for 2 hours waiting to show up just so I could get somebody else to tow. Because you can do that with AAA. You just have to wait till they show. People don't want to wait. People don't want to be inconvenienced. People are so important. Don't you know who they are? They have places to be and things to do. Ultimately, nothing. When I think about how much people rush around just so they can ultimately do nothing. I'm only working so I can go do nothing. I'm only doing this so I can do nothing. Like, the level, like, I do it myself. Like, all the things that, one day, like, all the things that I did to get me through the stressors of my life, those stressors aren't going to be there anymore. And ultimately, chances are, I'm probably going to let myself go. Because I'm tired. And I don't want to do the things anymore. See? I don't want to lift the weights anymore. But I have to lift the weights. Because I have to stay healthy. And these are the things that I do to stay healthy. Because nobody else is going to take care of Mom. Nobody. Nobody in 2017 has ever done anything that's, even my own brother, who loves his life so much, has ever said, hey, you need a couple hours by yourself, let me hang out, watch TV with your mom, I'll feed her lunch, it'll be okay. You could watch us on camera, we're just going to watch TV, you know? That hasn't happened in 9 years. And then I think about all the other people out there, like, that take care of somebody. Like, people have kids, their kids grow up, they ultimately take care of themselves. That's how it used to be. Now, I don't know, everybody's autistic now. So you have all these, like, level 1, 2, 3 autistics that can't fucking take care of themselves. But they can learn, because you know what? I learned to. If I can learn if I could be a retard and learn how to, you know, take care of myself and mass to the point of being in the military and going to war, I think that anybody can. As a matter of fact, how come people haven't done better? If me as a retard can succeed in all these things, how come people that are fucking retarded, how come they're not doing more? Oh, because it's opposite. It's raining. It's raining outside. I wonder if there's lightning. It kind of sounds like hail. It's hitting on the swamp cooler. I had to fix the swamp cooler again. They just paid a guy to fix it, and then I go up there and the thing that he fixed is leaking. I'm like, are you supposed to put plumber's tape on that? Here, let me just go ahead and fix that for you, jackass. Put brass fittings on it. Didn't even. Fucking stupid, man. I just can't. Being aware of how to do things can be detrimental in 2026. I've been running my mouth way too long. My voice is getting tired, and I'm going to watch TV for a while, so I'm going to go now. I appreciate folks hanging out with me and listening to me, so I didn't have to talk to myself for the majority of the time. I have no problem doing that. It's just nicer to talk to people. For years I talked to myself. Years. I did videos, nobody watched my videos for years. I wonder how many of those fell off the servers. Because I've done over 3,000 videos now. I've been doing it 9-10 years. Like, and I've lived in all these different states. I've done all these different things just to try to keep my family together. And then all the other people I watch a lot of astrology. And what are they doing? Same old, paying people to frickin' pay for their lifestyles. I did notice the Leo Cup. The Leo Cup, though, he's getting rid of his studio. He's put millions of dollars in. I've spent millions of dollars on my studio. And I'm like, and I put a comment on his video. I said, I never had to spend millions of dollars to house my ego. I already wiped Mom's ass more times than he'll wipe either of his kids' asses put together by the time they grow up and be potty trained. See? So, when people say that there's one world and there's 7 billion people on it, I think both of those things are not true. Because there's a different planet for everybody that has a perception. And when you have so few people that are making it uncomfortable for the rest of us, just because they can, well, all I can say is probably going to be hell to pay. That's what I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a rad day. And peace.